Devin, what's your stock pick this evening?
Sure. So I'm going to actually stick with the blockchain theme. It's a US ETF. It's called Amplify Transformational Data Sharing ETF. They could work on the name there. And really, this is an actively managed ETF giving you exposure to listed companies that use blockchain technology. Now,
Okay.
we think blockchain technology is pretty transformational. It can solve real world problems in ways we haven't seen before. And I think it's largely been overshadowed by the AI mania. It's been performing really well, but maybe not at kind of NVIDIA pace. So yeah,
Okay.
one that we think warrants a closer look and potentially a responsible allocation.
Yeah, terrible name, but maybe a decent bet. And Chris, maybe just a last comment on, you mentioned that Growthpoint was your stock pick. You said the yield on Growthpoint is 10%. It's interesting to me that it doesn't. It's got a considerable office portfolio that's been really bad for it. Does that not put you off? I mean, what are the positives for you in Growthpoint?
I think so. Starting off with the office point, I mean, I think we probably passed the point of maximum pain when it comes to the office portfolio. If you just look at the reversions that they're getting on these office leases that are expiring, it's not as negative as what it has been in the past. So if we start seeing interest coming back, international companies looking for space again in South Africa, you're probably going to see some uptick, some improvement coming through in the letting in that office space. I've mentioned previously around just how well the waterfront is performing. I mean, I think given where the currency is right now and how cheap South Africa is still relative to international destinations, you're probably going to see still good trade coming through out of that waterfront precinct. Retail is performing okay, and I think based on the most recent pre-close, the management team is being a bit more proactive when it comes to actually selling off the tail in the portfolio and refocusing their attention in terms of the good assets and just cleaning up the portfolio in general.
Okay.
Internationally, Gauzy is performing okay. Capital and Regional, most of the pain I think is in that portfolio, and same with Global Worth as well. So we quite like Growthpoint going forward. If we start seeing lower bond yields as well as interest rates start coming off, that will also be an additional kicker going into 2025 for Growthpoint.
Okay, gents, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for your insights this evening. Much appreciated. Chris Reddy is from All Weather Capital. Devin Shutte is from the Rubert Group. And up next, we have The Close. Stay with us.